So here is the explanation of my visual sandwich routine. So let's get to the get ready. So you're going to be needing two of a kind. For this, I'm going to be using the two red jacks, and there's also some two bonus tricks that I'm going to teach. So stay towards the end of the video. Subscribe, like the video if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, ding ding ding, so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So yeah, let's get into it. So you're going to give these two of a kind, give it to the spectator. Alright. Give it to the spectator, and as they're spectating those, you're going to have the deck in your hand, obviously. Tell the spectator and show them that all the cards, they are different, correct, and they would say correct. And then you'll give this deck to the spectator for them to shuffle. Obviously, spectators, they won't be skilled like this. These are called swing cuts. I'll have a tutorial on that later. And as they're done shuffling, giving a cut, they should give the deck back to you, and you're going to either dribble. How you dribble is your three fingers are going to be here, your middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Your index finger is going to be laying flat like this, and this is my left hand holding the deck, and then it riffles off of the thumb, and you're just letting go and riffling. So that's what dribble looks like. And if you do it like that, to riffle, your index finger has to be curled underneath, your thumb is near the corner, your three fingers are here to make sure that the deck is secured and so that it doesn't fall. Or you can just spread it, have them touch one, and whichever one they touch, you say you're gonna look at it first. Joker doesn't count. Let's say it's this one, and this is for tutorial purposes. Joker again, oh my gosh. Let's say this one. Let's say it's the two of diamonds. And then they show their friends this or whatever. Now you're going to tell them to give you the card. You're going to ruffle down, and how you do that is like what I said. Thumb at the corner, at either the top left corner or bottom right corner. Three fingers holding the deck, make sure it's secured and it doesn't fall off, if you know what I mean. And then this is a control that is really open and is up and down motion. Up and then up to eye level motion is that you're going to push the card diagonally. Your middle finger is going to be on the either top left or top right. Your middle finger, your ring finger, pardon, is going to be next, so it's like this. I don't know what you will call this. And your pinky is going to be on the side. And what that does is that it pushes it diagonally, and then your thumb is going to feel that corner. Then you just go forward so that you have this situation, except they don't want to see that. All they want to see is just the deck. And if they see this sticking out, they know you're doing something. So then once you're in this position, you'll hold the deck, and then once your pinky is ready, is just going to swivel like that. And make sure you push it in, not all the way, but just right here. So that your point of view, you have the card in jogged, that's what we call it, in Magic. However, to them, it just looks like the deck is normal, and that the selection is pushed in. Now what you're going to do is lift up this pack, place your pinky inside, push this card in, and rewind the video if you want. And what that does is that it separates these two packs it creates these two packets, and as you lift the top packet up, you're going to extend your pinky so it doesn't look like you're doing something sneaky. If you do so like this, then they know what's happening at your point of view. So all you're gonna do is lift up and open your pinky just like that, so that it's natural. And then with your right hand or left hand, I don't know which hand you're going to use, you're gonna shift it on top until it's about right here. Right here. Even if it falls off of the deck, if it's new, until you have a step, just like that. And then all you got to do is pick up, and this is what we call square up. Now you have their selection on top, except they don't know that. So now what you're going to do is push off and get a break. Just like that. Except this should be hidden to the side. I'm going to do it with my left hand, and it should look like boom, boom. You shouldn't show them like this, or else they'll know. And then this is inspired by Eric Jones' Iska Bubble Sandwich, or you can just riffle from the back where your thumb is just lifting up, really. And then you're going to place one of the two of a kinds you did, place it on top, and the jack underneath. Now, you're going to, with the right hand, or left hand, I don't know which hand you're using once again, your index finger is going to be here, and the selection is underneath one of the two of a kind. As you come to go and do this move, which what's happening here is your thumb is actually sliding in an arc. If I do slow motion, it's sliding in an arc. And at the same time, when you're about here, almost at the end of this card, as you're right here, actually when you're about middle waist, you see a logo of mine right here. When you're right here, you're going to do this, cover the deck, and at the same time you gotta push this in. Alright, so I'm gonna do that in performance speed. Performance speed should look like this. Here, and make sure you don't lift up to show them that selection. So here, and then with any hands, it doesn't matter what hand you use it, left hand, right hand, you're just going to pull it out and show that it's their selection. So that's the first variation. Now let's go to different variations. Now the different variations are the throwing it to the surface variation. I guess you can say that. This does have a color changing effect. Actually, I'll get back to that later. This is called sandwich change. This is my version of Sansmeisen's version of the sandwich change. So you're going to do a double lift, and how you're going to do that is with your thumb lift up 2 cards. See that? It's 2 cards. And then just place your pinky touching the corner. And then you can show them this like this, the card like this. What am I even saying? Like that. Then placing it on top. And you're taking the 2 of a kind here. And what you're going to do, set the deck aside, is with the face down card, what they think is the 2 of spades, which is actually their selection. You're going to angle jog it so that the corner shows on this side, right here. And the card goes right on top of it, so it just looks like this. And obviously angle either this way, eye level, or just down. With your right hand fingers, your pointer finger and middle finger are going to lift this card up. And before you do that, tell them to have their index and thumb to pinch this corner so that you're ready. And the card from underneath, the Jack of Hearts, your forefingers are going to slide leftwards. And then when you're ready, this one slides rightwards, and your left hand slides leftwards. So this is what it looks like. And you can lift up these 4 fingers if you want to, as long as it's clipped. Now you got nothing to hide. You can show them being 2. And they can actually turn it over. And oh my gosh, how did you do that? The next variation is the portal variation. So you're going to use this move. This move is inspired by Orbit Brown and Chris Brown, and it's called the Phoenix Trap. How I do it, how you are supposed to do it, is your pinky is going to push down, and it's going to naturally do that. Except when you're doing it, you're going to cover it so that they don't see that. It could be 2 cards, it doesn't matter. And then you're just going to do this. When the card is at their eye level, just completely do this. Like screw up the deck so that they don't know. So you can show it's not on top, it's not second from the top. You can shift it to the bottom, to the middle. It doesn't matter where you shift it, as long as it's on top. So now we do have it on top. Now the portal effect, you're going to lift over the top card, which is the top card. As you do that, you're just going to do a reversal. So you can have them hold on to this, turn it over, riffle from the back, or just with your thumb riffle from the back, that 1 card, and just with your 3 fingers half pass here, and then end up on the nails, and then square it like this. And make sure your wrist is like this or like this. Give the jacks to them, they give you their selection back, and then you're going to place it on top of the deck. In reality, there's a different card, you don't want to show them that. Now we have the selection. Now this is called double lift. You're going to think to yourself and tell them, we're going to place the 2 of diamonds in the middle, when it's an indifferent card, don't show them that, alright? You're just going to get a break from here. Place a jack on top, and place the jack same way we did the first variation, so that it could be like this motion. Once again, you have it right here. Once again, I'm actually going to explain this one more time. Your thumb of the left hand or right hand goes in an arc, except you're not going to do it slowly. You're going to do it really fast. Or what you can do, this is what I like to do, is that I like to go up and then down. How am I supposed to say it? As in, it came out of nowhere, like that. And then you're just gonna do 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to think, oh, it actually teleported over in between the jacks. In reality, is their selection. And now they're throwing it on the surface. What you're going to do is you're going to be standing up for this, but for teaching purposes, I'm going to be sitting down. You're going to do the same control that I taught you. Push it diagonally here in jog. I'm exposing it for you. Lift up. Your pinky goes in there. Should look normal up front. Does it look normal? Yeah, it does. And then lift up. Extend your pinky upwards like this, like with the other fingers. And then here. Since this deck is new, it just slides into place. For you, it's just going to be right here. It doesn't matter what the deck quality is, as long as it's kind of used in. You're gonna show the jacks not being in between, and this is a long tutorial because it's a detailed explanation video. Here, you're gonna do this about 3 to 4 times to really convince them. Now, you're going to place it on top, pick up on it, riffle 2. Once again, if you don't know what a riffle is like this. Your index finger is going to be curled, 3 fingers going to be right here, and you're just going to riffle like that, 2 cards. Except we don't want this. We just want you picking up from the jack, having 2 cards. So that's 2 cards. For me, I just do this. I just do this. Show it to them. Get this hidden from the side. Anyways. And then place it on top. So that's easier. So you show them nothing in between, and then you just close it like that. And now you can throw it any fashion you want. You can just do so that it shows that there's something in between, and that is their selection. Now let's move on to the 2 bonus variations. One is by Patrick Kuhn, one is by me. Alright. Always use the same control as I taught you, except I'm going to do it in performance speed. I'm not going to do it in slow motion because that'll take way too long for this video. Here, I like to dribble. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to spread face up an indifferent card that you want. Let's say I picked the Queen of Clubs. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to push over as well, pull back for a pinky break once again. You're going to place one of the jacks on top. Your 3 fingers are making sure the jack is secure and that it doesn't fall off like freaking like that if it's new. However, if it's used in, you can just do this. If it's used in. Now you're going to act as if you're going to place it in the middle. In reality, what you're doing is that you're placing it in behind. So the illusion goes here. Now they think it's in the center, supposedly. From behind, you riffle, and there's nothing in between, but it's actually, if I leave windows, right there. These 2 fingers extends out. You're going to push the queen in, and at the same time, the thumb is actually going to do this. Pull back. And obviously you want a little bit of an upwards motion. So it's here, here, here. And then you can show the jacks. Show there's nothing in between. You can also mimic this. What I like to do is take the jacks right here, squeeze really tight, squeeze this card really tight, and just do this. Because you don't want it to split like this and then go. And it's actually their selection. The final bonus variation I'm going to teach you is the card to box, with you not touching the deck at all, seemingly. You can use my control always here. I feel like this control is easier for you guys. And show them again, nothing in between. You can do this, pretend nothing in between. You're gonna place 1 jack right here with their selection behind it, except you don't want to show that or else you'll give the trick away. You say 2 jacks, nothing in between them, and then you can spread the deck face up. You're going to square them up, place them inside the box, and close it up. And this is what you're going to say, alright? I'm not going to touch the box for the remainder of the trick. And you're going to say this, watch. It's done. Then you're just going to spread. I'm not going to spread through every single card slowly, or else this is going to be half an hour long. And then once they see it gone, you point at where it is now, and then it's in between. It's a miracle. Oh my god. And then you're done with the trick. As always, if you learned something new, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, ding ding ding, so you don't miss my other upcoming videos. So that's my move. And the Iska Bubble Sandwich, that move is not my move. It's just Eric Jones. You can check his download on Theory 11. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe out there, everybody.